Hello, thank you for joining us today. Today we will be talking about the Applied Data Science Master's Program here at Bay Path University. We'll be going over the program. You'll also get to meet the program director as we go through this program. And any questions you have, we will try to answer at the end. But this is a wonderful grad program that we're going to start with, and we're going to get started. My name is Rashida Thornton. I work with Graduate Admissions Department for the Applied Data Science Master's Program. So, typically students will say, why Bay Path University? Bay Path University started with us in 1897. We are a private institution. We are nonprofit. We have multiple locations in Long Meadow. We also have for the Long Meadow campus, it is a traditional base campus. And then from there, you have the East Long Meadow, which is graduate and master courses as well, and that is co ed. But for the traditional on campus format that you will find your program director and myself at, we are all female oriented. But for the master's program online, it is co ed, so you do not have to worry about that. When it comes to our student population, we have over 3,000 students that are attending, and also we have somewhere in over 17,000 when it comes to the worldwide for Bay Path University. We are accredited through the New England Commissions of Higher Education as well. When we're looking at why our students choose Bay Path, it is the flexibility. We also have supportive faculty that work with you. So they are actually in the industry and they're working. Not only are they adjunct professors, but they're also in the industries that you guys are looking to go into for your master programs. So when you get that, you will get the practitioners that are doing the work, as well as supportive staff when it comes to you to make sure you transition in. Example, working with me for the admissions program. As far as engagement, you will be on different platforms working with your co-peers in the class, as well as your program director, as well as your academic advisor, which is also here as well today. So you'll get a lot of information and a lot of support when it comes to the Applied Data Science Master's Program. Without any further ado, I would love to introduce Professor Xiaoxia Lu. She is over the Applied Data Science program. She is actually the one that started the program, so she is very knowledgeable and she brings a extensive list of just skills to the program, whether it's working with machine learning or just data science in general. She's awesome. She will be your program director and academic advisor once you come into this program. So, without any further ado, I will be handing it over to her. Thank you for joining us today, Professor Lu. How are you?
Hello, and thank you, and hello everyone. Welcome. Thank you again for the introduction, Rashida. Yeah, as she said, I'm the program director for Applying Data Science here at Bay Path University. And just a little bit background about me. So my background actually spans across different domains, like from healthcare to research and to industry, like insurance. And I've been leading multiple data science teams. Where we're developing like very advanced statistical and machine learning solutions for many business challenges. So what I'm here for is I really want to bring that industry experience directly into our program. So my goal is to make sure every student learns not just the theory behind data science, but the practical applying skills that employers expect today. So this program is actually designed to help you grow, challenge yourself, and prepare for any meaningful work in the especially in the rapidly evolving world of AI. So let me see if I can navigate to the next slide. I know I have control on the mouse, but I cannot. Can you go to the next slide for me, please, Rashida? The next one. If you click next, somehow it's okay. Yeah, I think okay. Perfect. So I'm here just to walk you through a little bit about data science, especially data science in the age of AI. I would say data science has transformed dramatically in just a few years, and it's no longer only about analyzing data or even building model. It's about building intelligent systems that can learn, adapt, and automate decisions. So I would say today's data scientists work with machine learning, deep learning, generative AI, and cloud ecosystems. And they build models that power everything from, like, for example, personalized healthcare to fraud detection, recommendation engines, and intelligent agents. So in this program, we focus on the core pillars of modern data science. We focus on analytics and statistics, but also like machine learning and deep learning, and as well as generative AI and foundation models. And of course, paired with data engineering and cloud tools and responsible AI. So that's one of the key topics today as well. So our goal is simple, just to help you to turn raw data into intelligent, automated, and trustworthy solutions that can create some kind of impact. If you go to next slide. Yeah, so we're here, we're interested in data science. I would love to show some of the career opportunities in data science as well. So as I said, right, AI adoption is really accelerating across every industry, from healthcare, insurance, finance, retail, government, technology, whatever you can name, right? I feel like every industry, as long as there's data, there's some kind of AI adoption here. And that's actually creating tremendous demand for professionals with skills in analytics and modeling and generative AI. So data science roles are projected to grow 34% over the next decades, making it one of the fastest growing occupations in the country. I copied some of the statistics from various sources here. So there are more than 200,000 data scientist job posting in the US, and AI-related postings grow 150% year over year. And I know the industry hiring our graduates include, like, many of the industries I just mentioned, right? But I'll just name a few, like healthcare, insurance, financial services, and even SaaS. SaaS is, a software as service here. In retail, e-commerce, again, we can name as many as we want. So even the public sector definitely needs lots of the graduates from data science. So employers are looking for skills like Python, SQL, machine learning, cloud tools, and increasingly generative AI tools. So this program, our program here, is built to help you develop those skills and step confidently into this high growth, high impact career. Get to next slide. I know Rashida already talked about, like, why Bay Path. So this is not just about why Bay Path, but also why this program from Bay Path. So our program is designed for the modern AI landscape. So you'll definitely learn the traditional statistics, machine learning, deep learning, but you will also explore on GenAI and cloud tools, all through hands-on projects using some of the tools I just mentioned, right? Like, Python, SQL, you need it, but also we introduce many of the AWS tools and more modern machine learning framework like ML flows and ML ops. So our faculty bring decades of real world experiences across tech and other sectors. And also with small class sizes, you'll receive personalized mentorship. I'll be your advisor for sure, but then there's also all these faculty members you can talk to and form a, like, use them as a mentor if you can, and direct support through your learning journey. The program is flexible and built for working professionals. It's fully online, 100% online, and we offer in accelerated sessions. So basically, our students can be completed in 1 year or two, but most likely somewhere around a year. You'll also have access to stackable credentials, a certification like machine learning engineer certification, which allows you to deepen your expertise and strengthen your resume. And there's many other stackable certificates that is available, which I'll introduce later. So everything we do here is focused on preparing you for real world high growth AI careers. Go to next slide. Yeah, highlight a few of our faculties, but we have more amazing faculty profiles on our website, and you can always welcome to take a look there and meet them if you can. They are really active, practitioners in machine learning and AI engineering, and they, they are from various industry and of course academia setting as well. And you will learn from them who understand both the theory and the practical realities of deploying AI in organizations. So hopefully, through the interaction with them can help you build confidence and develop the skills which are needed in this field. You go to next slide. So we do have very comprehensive course offering. So here I listed the core courses, which are 7 courses. As you can see, it's expanded from foundation of data science to machine learning to deep learning and generative AI as well. But as I mentioned earlier, you can besides on top of the core 7 core courses, you can choose any of the 13 certification, which you can also find from our website. You can choose any certificate that align with your career direction. The one I highlighted here is machine learning engineering certification, just because those 3 courses are from ADS program itself. So if you take the 7 core plus this 3, you're getting your degree in applied data science, but you are also getting the additional machine learning engineering certification, which is super trendy and popular in the current data science world, right? You can really learn how to build your agentic AI systems. And say you want to take some other certification, say you're interested in cybersecurity, then you can take the cybersecurity management certification, and then there's 3 other cyber classes you can take. And there's many other options, as I said, 13 certification, and you can actually stack them together to, maybe you can take 1, you can take 2 certification, and stack them up to strengthen your resume and support your career advancement. Go to next slide, please. Thank you. So just a quick overview of the program. I think many of this we already talked or touched a little bit, but just want to emphasize again, right? So for the again, these are all along the typical life cycle of data science, right? So for starters courses, those are still the backbone of doing any machine learning or any modeling, right? So you will still have the opportunity to take all the major topics in the foundation of statistics, right? About data collection, descriptive analysis, even some of the inference statistics and the simulation, right? This way, you can really build all the necessary background and language for small and big data. And for all these courses, R and Python will be introduced, and you can utilize them to analyze your data set, to perform all sorts of tests. So I put one common course, ADS 534, which is the statistical modeling class, which covers major types of regression analysis, right? From linear regression to multiple linear regression to logistic regression and also to survival analysis. And we will introduce all the model building, testing, tuning, and we will also use SAR, but also, of course, Python will be introduced and utilized in this course as well. Go to the next slide. And then the next step, of course, is around machine learning. And it's not just machine learning itself. It includes all the unsupervised and supervised learning, and including some of the deep learning techniques in it as well. So again, we will have very special emphasis on hands-on application. So you will learn a series, of course, but you will also utilize those machine learning algorithms to tackle very complex, large-scale data problems. So like all the major topics like shrinkage message classification, kernel smoothing, of course, the tree-based models from simple decision tree to a random forest to gradient boosting machine, everything will be covered. And on the deep learning side, the neural nets and many other TensorFlow, everything will be covered here as well. And you will utilize the most advanced Python packages to tackle many of these problems here. Go to next slide. So some of the additional courses here, right? Like, one of the AI related course is this ADS 653, where you can explore the fundamentals of generative AI. It's not about prompt engineering as we interact with all these AI tools. It's actually teaches about the underlying architecture and introduce many of the applications and also some of the ethical considerations. So you can get hands-on experience in building and fine-tuning generative model. Basically, you're looking under the hood for all these AI models, right? Like, what is happening here? Can I refine it? Can I fine-tune it? Can I tweak it in the way that fits my need better, right? So like, which includes image generators and creative AI systems. And two other courses for from the machine learning engineering certification is ADS 638 and ADS 637. So again, we will focus on fundamental concepts and tools like SQL and AWS QuickSight will be emphasized. And we also introduced the new agentic AI and skills class, which is the ADS 655. So students will build, test, and deploy agentic AI solutions. I'm sure you've heard of agent, right? So these are the ways that how can we build and test and deploy an agent that address real organizational challenges. So if you take ADS 638, 637, and 655, then you get the machine learning engineer certification as well. And then for degree-wise, we also have the ADS 670, the case analysis capstone, which is like, usually students take that as the final courses so that you can really utilize what you've learned throughout all these courses to have a project ready, right? Like, so it's a project oriented and you have the flexibility to choose your data set and your research problem. And then you can analyze them, build a model, present it. And oftentimes our students choose what is more relevant to their work. But we have a huge showcase our past students like from our alumni on their capstone. You can also go to our website to check the that amazing collection of the older capstones. Not everything is published there, but you can see the topics, the way students presented, what kind of techniques are being used from our ADS graduates. It's an amazing collection and showcase of how they can utilize what they learned throughout this program to really tackle some problems. You go to next slide. Okay, so in terms of the learning format, this is also we are making things very simple for you. There's going to be, because this program is 100% online, right? So there will be like, weekly readings and meetings for most courses. And we will, the textbook information, and also this professor will probably distribute certain readings and articles. And there will be weekly video lectures as well. There's a weekly office hours as well, so you can meet with the professor lively. And some courses we do provide, live classes as well, so you can join and just like regular class setting. And most courses will have weekly online discussion and homework, and some courses will have quizzes and lab and midterm final, and of course projects for many other classes as well. And for a few courses we do require final presentation as well. So as I mentioned, right, all instructor will hold weekly online office hour that most students are available to join if there's any additional questions you want to discuss with your professor. We go to next slide. Yeah, so in terms of outcomes, right, by the end of the program, you'll be able to tackle real world data and AI problems using classical analytics, machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI. And you will build a strong theoretical foundation and practical skills in Python, SQL, cloud tools, and modern machine learning framework. You'll graduate with a portfolio of deployable industry-aligned projects and the confidence to step into higher level roles and leadership tracks. So that being said, right, like, we encourage our students start building their portfolios right after they take a few courses, so they can start posting their projects and some of the framework, analytic plan, etc. on their repo, so that when you're ready, there's a collection of super high profile projects already to showcase, appear along with your resume. So our goal again is to help you become a future ready data professional who can adapt to emerging technologies and contribute to innovative AI solution across industries here. So I highlighted a couple bullet points, but that's what my main goal here, right? Like, you have the two sets and you're able to have that strong theoretical background to support you that. And then, it really, in the end, we really hope to accelerate your career growth, right? Like, either you're already a working profession, you want to step up, or you want to expand your roles, this is for you. But if you're a new graduate, this is your first time entering the job market, you will be ready as well. Again, I feel like, the last sentence here, qualification, that really like we are helping you build all this qualification that can open doors to higher level roles and leadership tracks. Go to next slide. I think I'll cover this. So the some of this is also a little bit about, like, the learning format, but it's not just the learning format. Since we are 100% online, right? So we use Canvas, one of the most intuitive online learning platform, and we actually provide a training course. So no worries if you're new to Canvas. So you'll have access from either desktop, tablet, or even your cell phone, right? You can access the Canvas app. And we provide that, as I said, right, the free orientation course to help new students get comfortable with Canvas. And our instructor, hold all these office hours, and you will have a dedicated online support through our program. And there's all the other, university-wide support system available as well. And what I'm saying here is we really want your learning experience to be smooth, accessible, and engaging with all this newer tasks. Can you go to the next slide? Oh, I think I'm gonna hand this over back to Rashida. This is where we can see some of the financial, services that we provide.
Thank you for that, Professor Lu. So, when looking at financial aid, a lot of students they come into what am I going to do to pay for schooling for my grad program? So, you still have access to doing getting help for stuff. Whether you want to meet with your financial aid representative by phone, email, or in person, you definitely will have that support. We have different things to help our students go through applying for financial aid. Whether it's learning how to pay for grad school online sessions, you can do one-on-ones with that. We still hold what we call a first Wednesday of the month. We have what we call an info session for our financial aid department and grad students. So you'll be able to do FAFSA Fridays to get help with filing your financial aid application. Also, typically the students will get for a work year, they will get for education, they'll get at least 250, 200 to, excuse me, $20,000 and 500 in a year that they can use for schooling. If you need to ask general questions, please use this email address. You will get response quicker than leaving a voicemail and having someone call you back, because they can send you something tangible to actually read and to review. When it comes to applying for this program, the recommendation is that you are required to have a GPA of 4.0 or a 3.0 or higher. This is for our students coming into the program. Is it something that we hold to our students to do it? We prefer it. Not everyone knows when they first start school that this is going to be something that, hey, down the line, this might affect me. So we do understand that. You will need to complete a free online application, which I will send you the link to, or you can find it on our website. We'll need your official transcripts from any institution that you attended, whether it was a college or a university. So if you went to multiple schools, we need those transcripts sent to us. You cannot send them. They will come through Parchment or Clearinghouse or the university itself directly to our university or college. Okay. When it comes to the statement of purpose, this is an essay of at least 250 words on why the applied data science program is important to your personal and professional goals for yourself. So, why are you doing this program? What interests you? Even if you're changing your career path, why this? So, we want to understand how we can help you better as you go through the program. Then you will need to do what we call 2 recommendation forms, which we have a downloadable link for this, and this is provided for you. So you can either have a professional reference done, which will be from a supervisor or coworker, or it can be an academic, whether you're in an undergrad program and you're looking to have your academic advisor or professor do this for you, you can definitely do that, and those will need to be sent in directly to myself or to the graduate admissions email address. When looking at your current resume, this will be also important to have with that because it's helping to create that portfolio so the program director knows what you're looking at and what you want to do for yourself and where you're coming from. With this program, you also have 2 times that new students come in throughout the year for this program. When you're looking at it, we have an October 26th start date, and then we have our March start date for the spring semester. So right now we're taking in applications technically for both because we have open enrollment. So you can reply to this and ask for me to meet with you and go over the application process, or you can just send in an application and I'll contact you directly after that. And it takes typically, once your application packet is completed, it takes us about 24 to 72 hours to get any information back to you on whether you've been accepted or denied into the program. When we're looking at it, if you have any questions about our program directly, you can call Professor Lu as far as emailing her and contact her, and she will be happy to set up an appointment to talk to you personally. Or you can call me directly, and we can definitely go over everything together. As far as getting in contact with me, it's easier to email me because I can directly call you and do whatever. Also, all my contact information is on the web page as well. So if you need anything, please let me know. So, with that being said, we typically have normal questions that come up. And so when we're looking at this program, Professor Lu, one of
Yeah.
the program questions that are always asked, do I have to have a background in computer networking or information?
No, not really, because this is where we really differentiate our program from the other data science program is this is applied data science, right? So that being said, we'll hold your hands from the beginning, from the start, from the programming, like how to even code in Python, right? So everything will be taught from scratch. So you don't need those background at all to get started and then get ready. Yeah.
Another question is, if I am on the West Coast, how do I attend classes? Can I still attend the classes that are held? And will I be penalized if I miss a class?
Yes. So Many, I would say like all classes are asynchronous, right? But like, some classes do have live lectures and etc. But if you cannot attend, that's fine. Nothing is required for attending the live lectures. All the lectures will be recorded. So you can revisit. Even if you attended it, we can still have access to those recordings, right? If you want to review again, you can do that. So it's very flexible. You can access anywhere, across the US.
Okay. What does the average work week look like for someone that has a family and is attending the master's courses? And how many courses can they take in a session?
Yeah, that's a good question. So many of our students are like, working professionals have family, right? So there's lots of commitment to outside of work and study. If you have a certain foundations in math and stats, then probably like, and if time allows, you can totally do like, one or courses, two courses, up to two courses I usually recommend like, per session. But you can definitely take many of our students are taking their time, right? Just to take one class per session. That totally works. Even taking one class per session can finish within somewhere like, a little over a year. And then for each classes, right? Again, depends on the level of class. Some classes take less study time, but some also depends on your background, right? Like, maybe more complex machine learning classes, you have to dedicated a little bit more learning time, like, 10 hours per week, or a little bit more. But you don't have to study everything over the weekend, right? Like, that's never a good plan. Try to, study a little every day just so that, like, it's not rushed. You really take time to digest all the information. So hopefully that answered the question.
Yes, thank you. What when you do hands-on projects, are there group projects, and then do you have computer time where if you're struggling with something, can a professor help you?
Yeah, I believe there's a little group project in some courses, not a lot. So many of the projects are individual projects, right? But doesn't matter if it's a group project or individual project, there will be guidance from the professor who is teaching the classes. So you will meet with the professor regularly to check in the progress, and he or she will provide like additional support as you need. Of course, like, they will provide all the necessary resources as well, right? And then there's online tutoring through BayPass as well, but again, that depends on like, the time allocated and stuff. But that being said, everything will be supported, right? You're not on your own doing everything. You will work closely with the instructor to get those projects done.
Okay. Now, if someone was going to need support and help with stuff, they have different resources that they can use, not just reach out to their academic advisor besides you, as far as registering and just
Mhm.
asking simple questions about career guidance on where they should go with their pathway.
Yeah, so there's a lot of other supporting office in the university, right? So we do have the Amazing Career Center, and even for coursework wise, right? Like, there's library resources you could utilize the e-library, and then registrar office is always there if you have any question on your degree audit or what classes to take to fit your degree needs, right? So all of those campus resources will be available, and they're always just a phone call or an email away from you. So very convenient to reach out to all these different departments to get necessary support.
Thank you for that. Okay. And one last question. If you have further questions, if a student has more probing questions, are you free to meet with them?
Of course, even just right before this. I was having a live call with, the Zoom call with my students. So yes, feel free to reach out whenever you get stuck or whenever you have any questions right throughout your time with us. I'm always here.
Well, thank you. I love meeting with you and working. And in the famous words of Baypath, Carpe Diem. And we look forward to meeting with you as a team and working with you to get your master's program degree in applied data science. Thank you for
Yep.
watching this video.
Thank you.